Yeah. Else? Thank you.
Coach, largest attended WNBA game tonight since 1999. Just your thoughts on the outcome of the fans and the event.
I mean, back before, when the schedule came out and, Caitlin declared, they were like, do you want to move it? I was like, can we make money? Like, yeah. I was like, move it. That's a real easy question. Look, there's a lot of eyes on us now. Vegas has been showing up though for the past 2-3 years, so I'm not surprised. We've come close to filling up this building last year. So we love our fans. They definitely give us an extra boost, but it was just pretty loud in there. There's no doubt about it, it was loud. Which I've always said, the more fans, the merrier. Whoever you're coming to watch, because, at the end of the day, whether you're coming to watch Asia Wilson, you get to see Aaliyah Boston, or you're coming to watch Chelsea Gray, you get to see Caitlin Clark, KP, like whoever. I think just the more eyes, the better.
Can you talk about the improvements that we've been seeing on defense? I remember the beginning of the season, they kind of struggled on defense. You kind of talked about the defensive struggles, but can you talk about how the improvements have been made and some of the adjustments that's been made to see on the floor?
I mean, I think it's just been a more focused, purposeful intention to detail, I'm not giving them anything we haven't done before. They're not hearing different verbiage or anything like that. So it's just a matter of buckling down and like having that want to edge to you. You got to want that. You got to want to stop your player. You got to want to stop the other team. You got to communicate. You got to have a high level of trust. And I thought, we struggled in the trust category, and you can't be a good defensive team without trust and without communication. So those are two areas that we've really worked on. And you're starting to see, the last 2 fourth quarters when they buckle down and decide they want to really guard, holding a team to 8 points and holding a team to 10 points, that have a lot of firepower offensively is just a really great job. And speaks to their resiliency and their want to factor when it comes down the stretch.
Going back to the attendance, 14 out of the top 15 games in the WNBA history have been at 2 arenas, at Madison Square Garden and the Verizon Center, Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. Seeing some of those crowds that come into Washington and seeing the crowd here tonight, I guess, what does that say about just the growth of this fan base and, really the commitment Vegas has made to this team?
I think at the end of the day, it's great basketball. It's growing like crazy because it's a great product. So for us, I felt like, especially there was a couple of times you could feel the building was like building and it was about to erupt. And so, we're going to show up whether 10 people show up or 20,000 people show up. We'll be here working. But it is nice to see, these women to be recognized for how great they are and how hard they work and valued the way they should have been being valued the whole time, in my opinion.
Let's jump to Zoom really quick. Matthew, go ahead.
Hey, Becky, I noticed a lot since Chelsea came back. You've been having her be a screener a little bit more than maybe she's been in the past. Tonight you start with the horn set, and I think she was the one who gets used, and then it leads to a flare screen to an open three. And I'm wondering if that's something that you guys saw in the matchups or just trying to help make her life a little easier and something about her that makes her a good screener.
It was probably more about her being a passer. She just happened to set a screen. That is designed for her. Our best screener is Kelsey Plum. She lays people out. Our little screen all the way around. That's why, it's a little bit of you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back, right? Like at the end of the day, everybody's supposed to be doing their job. Asia sets great, like Kia sets great screens. That's how your offense, it doesn't matter what we're doing. If you don't have that attention to detail and that want to go set the screens and hit people, doesn't matter what we're running. We'll never create an advantage for ourselves. So we really try to be great screeners 1 through 5. Who's ever out there, get an advantage for your teammate and vice versa.
Yeah, Coach, I just wanted you to talk a little bit about the night Plum had, just how it's just, I mean, obviously scoring, but also rebounding, assists. It just felt like this was one of those games where you really could see just how impactful she could be in every aspect of the game.
Yeah, I think, at the end of the day, when you can shoot it like she can shoot it, and she's fast. So that's the hardest thing in basketball is to guard like a live ball closeout with somebody who can shoot and drive and pass and finish in the paint. So she is she's a really difficult guard in that fact. I thought Washington the other night was really just committed to taking her and Asia away, and that's why you saw the big numbers from the other three. So every night, it's going to be somebody different. Tonight it was KP. I thought she did a really good job of just taking really good ones, and then making great decisions with the basketball. She probably had a lot of hockey assists tonight because we break them down. She'd hit and then one more pass, so it never shows up, but she really had a lot to do with us being able to score 88 points. Not just her scoring, but her penetration, her rim reads, and her decision making was really great tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.